Welcome to the Northern California BDR. Welcome to the Northern California BDR. I'm sure this is windy, so I'll keep it brief, but this is Minaret Vista. It's the official starting point of the route, and I'm here with Ian and Jeff, and we're gonna have a great time over the next 5, 6, or maybe 7 days. This is a trip we've had to postpone twice. The weather has not been cooperating, but it's supposed to be decent for the next 6 days, so we are going to travel from, we're just outside Mammoth, California, all the way to the Oregon border, minimal road, mostly dirt, on the newest backcountry discovery route. Check out this starting point, not terrible. A wild influencer in his natural habitat. So I'm here with Ian, who you may know as Big Rock Moto. That's Jeff, ADV Agenda. And Ian is on the V-Strom 800DE. I'm on my 790, and Jeff is the bravest one of all on the Moto Morini X-Cape 650. So it'll be an interesting trip. You'll get a chance to see how 3 very different philosophy motorcycles handle it. It is midday. It is September 20th, so late September, and we're hoping to get this done before the bad weather starts. I stayed in Tahoe last night, and then there's another 3 hours to get here, so it's a half a day. First day's half a day. We're gonna get to Bridgeport for sure. That's the end of section 1, and maybe keep going. We'll just see what it looks like when we get there. But I'll talk a little bit about our philosophy for this trip as we get going, but all the media I've seen has been people taking on the expert routes, and we want to try and stick to the main route because I don't think it's been showcased very much, and I'm optimistic that it'll be a good route for people who are just getting their feet wet with this kind of trip to do, and I want to verify that. So let's suit up and get moving. All right, rolling out. Here we go. Roll out. Roll out. NorCal BDR officially underway. Oh, I've been waiting a long time for this. We were supposed to do it in July. A massive heat wave rolled in the week we were supposed to do it. It was 105 degrees the whole way and then some, so we decided to postpone till September. We were supposed to start 2 days ago, and a once in 20 years, literally earliest snowfall in 20 years storm rolled in on Wednesday when we were supposed to start, so we postponed 2 more days. But it is Friday, we are starting, and I'm so excited. The weather is going to be, I don't want to say perfect, but it's going to be a nice fall. A lot of temperature variation. This morning I had my puffy on under my armor because it was chilly. So I'm hopeful this gear is going to work well. I got this Moscow Basilisk gear literally the day before I left, and I tried it on and was like, that'll probably work. I don't normally like to run gear I haven't tested on a trip this long, but it just felt good. So this will be a good test before reviewing it, to see how it does a week on in California. So we head down from Minaret Vista, we take the Mammoth Scenic Loop, and then we'll see Bodie, the ghost town Bodie, and also today is Mono Lake with the infamous tufas. There's a lot to see on this route, so we'll get section 1 done for sure, I assume. Maybe even part of 2. We'll see what happens, how we feel when we get to Bridgeport. But so excited to be here with Ian and Jeff. Really hopeful that for the first time ever, everyone finishes the route. I've never had that happen in either of my previous BDR attempts. And I've also never done it when it wasn't over 100 degrees. So I'm pretty excited about that. Should be a good trip. Thank you for coming along. All right, first dirt on the BDR. On the BDR. Ian's already starting off with a bang. Why not? Oh yeah, I tightened up that rear preload and it's making a big difference. Man, this thing was so squishy when I was on it on my test ride, quick test ride at the house. So about three notches, and big difference, big difference. So we're skipping the harder section that cuts across through the OHV area. I don't want to deal with that much sand today. And again, like I said, sort of the premise of our attempt here is I don't think anyone has showcased the actual route. it's always just every piece of media I've found, including the official BDR movie, is really focused on the expert sections. Not everyone will attempt those, and so without those sections, what kind of a ride is this? How hard is it? How easy is it? Is it a fun, casual, scenic ride without too much difficult riding? I don't know, and I want to find out. This route was originally supposed to be, and this is some insider info, and this may have changed, but this was an original kind of philosophy idea, that it was going to be a BDR that people could do as their first BDR. They were going to try to make it a nice, easy route for a big bike. And that changed somewhat after the weather, the hurricane messed up some of the roads, and maybe just in the course of finishing it, they realized that wasn't going to be as easy as they thought. But my working hypothesis is that the main route will be pretty fun, casual, scenic, and not incredibly difficult. This is the Hot Shots camp. These guys are busy right now. That's why it's so empty. They're up fighting a lot of fires right now. There's one guy, but very thankful to these guys and their service and all the risks they take. I'm trying to keep those fires from burning down our houses all summer. So cool to see that out here on the route. So we did a quick stint on Highway 395, maybe 3 miles. Crossed over, we were on a big gravel highway for a while, and now we're back on the same. It's not as loose, but we're just cruising up through the forest. Leisurely, fun pace. Few surprise sandy spots in here though, so stay on your guard. Had to stand up a few times and take care of some wibble wobbles, but otherwise pretty straightforward. His GPS is not updating a lot quickly, so he's fighting it a little. Well, we found some more sand, so that's fun. We're getting close to the lake. Oh, well, okay. We found 200 feet of sand, and then there's a road. Hey, back on some pavement for a minute. The view is pretty as we come down into Mono Lake, one or the other. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Oh, I can see the tufas. All right, Mono Lake. Beautiful. I've only ever seen it like from 395. I've never been this close. So that's hella cool. Ian's stopping. Navy Beach. So the tufas are right over there. I think we can get down there and take a look at them. We're about an hour, 15 minutes in to the route. Beautiful. Speaking of beautiful.
Did you say beautiful?
There's Ian.
Did you say beautiful?
I did. Sandier than I expected, but it's going fast. It's beautiful out here. I think this route has so much scenery built into it. I'm excited to see it all. Never been this close to Mono Lake. I've only ever seen it from the highway. So these rock formations are called tufas, and they're formed when carbon dioxide, I think, bubbles up from the underground springs and deposits the calcium or whatever the minerals are. I'm no geologist, and it makes these unique kind of spires. I assume that then the lake recedes and that's why you can see them, but they're unique, pretty unique geological phenomenon, so it's cool to see them here.
So we're here at Mono Lake, and it seems like a great time on this beautiful sunny day to tell you that Flying Eyes has sponsored day 1 of this trip. So thanks to Flying Eyes for helping us make this trip happen. And they also, Grant, generously sent these two yahoods each a pair of Flying Eyes. So let's see how they feel. Ian, how do you feel about your Flying Eyes?
The Flying Eyes are the best sunglasses in the world.
Here's your money.
Okay, thank you for the money.
But legit.
Send the check. No, really though, genuinely, they're fantastic. They truly are. They're super flexible, super light. They're stylish. I got the gradient lens, so I can see like the instrument a little better, and then it's dark at the top. I mean, honestly, I usually don't buy expensive sunglasses, but these are good.
They look good on you.
Yeah, these are fantastic.
What about you, Jeff Aroni?
I absolutely love these. They have the thin sides. They fit right in my helmet. And with the blue mirror reflection, I have blue eyes for some reason. It just works perfect and it reflects nicely. I love them. These things are incredible.
Yeah,
they're super comfortable.
Thank you so much.
In the inside the helmet, you don't feel it.
No.
Yeah, you don't get the soreness like in your head from the helmet because they're so thin here.
Yeah, they're not digging in your temples.
No, it's true. Like they're legit.
Mm-hmm.
And Ian doesn't wear goggles, so you've been wearing yours.
I don't wear goggles. No.
Me either.
I mean, I wear goggles when I'm dirt biking, but I just figured I'd pretend to know the way and then lead.
It's working out so well so far.
Yeah.
I've only seen him turn around 3 times.
I only did like 3 or 4 U-turns. I was practicing my U-turns.
You did great.
So anyway, if you want to try out the best sunglasses for motorcycling, indestructible, very flexible, very comfortable, and incredibly lightweight, which always blows my mind because I forget I have them on. You can use the link in the description to go to Flying Eyes' site. That link will take you right to like my favorite styles. And you can use promo code Dork in the Road to save 10% if you do decide to buy something. And please use that code because they're nice glasses, but they're not cheap. So make sure you're saving 10%. Promo code Dork in the Road. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Flying Eyes for helping make this trip happen.
Thank you, Flying Eyes.
Let's keep riding.
Man, I have driven past this thing a bunch of times on my way to do stuff in Southern California, and it looks cool from the highway, but it's amazing from here. It's so cool to get down close to it. There's a really cool viewpoint right up as you come down around this corner on the highway. I don't know which, that's up there. There should be a Dork on the Road sticker up there actually, because I put it up there a couple years ago. I may have committed a light act of vandalism. But there was about 1 million stickers up there, so I didn't think it mattered. All right, on to Lee Vinning. Vinning? Who knows? We're on the very western shore of the lake now. Beauty. Hopefully we're climbing up out of the basin and away from the sand. Looks good so far. A lot of desert, high deserty terrain out here. Oh, look at this desert. I like the high desert scenario. A lot of different biomes on this route, I assume, because we're definitely going to see more forest later. A lot of different biomes today, in fact. Day one. You're still clinking. There's Jeff doing Jeff stuff. You're still blinking. We are headed through the desert to the ghost town of Bodie, which is about 5 miles from here, but this canyon is hella cool. What a cool canyon. Oh yeah, it did rain here yesterday. There it is! There it is! The beautiful abandoned ghost town, Bodie, California. Cool, out here in the middle of freaking nowhere. That's crazy cool. You're telling me there was a paved road to get here?
I don't, well, we were going to stop at the, we're going to stop a little bit, right?
I just feel like Clint Eastwood is going to walk out of one of these buildings at any second and be like, this town ain't big enough for the both of us.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Oh my God, there he is. It's Clint Eastwood. This is like legit a massive settlement that's been abandoned. Ian, you want to face off? Oh, I think I figured out why everybody left. There's no cell phone service here. Why would people stay here? You know, in 1870, whatever. Without cell phone service, how are you gonna watch Netflix? Mystery solved. Smort.
One section left, and then Bridgeport. So this will be fun. I think we're 2/3 or probably 3/4 of the way through section 1 at this point. This is cool. Talk about middle of nowhere, huh? The road's a little bit more interesting than the other one too. I'm not surprised. Washed out, look at that. Beautiful out here though. Chunky soup. This is why I run fully inflated tires. Nice little water crossing. What's up, Cal? It's one close encounter. Unbelievable. It's just so gorgeous up here. I just have to film around every corner. I don't know. I kind of thought section 1 would be boring, but it's been great. Very eventful. Lots of cool stuff to see. God, the hits just keep on coming. Wow. Well, there's a few mines up here, but I think it's probably time to start thinking about finding camp. Well, I wasn't expecting it to get interesting. We're in the last 5% of the section right now. All day, I would say the difficulty was a 4. That might have been a 5 or a 6 coming up the hill. Oh, I can see Bridgeport Reservoir right through the trees there. Almost there. I had coffee in Bridgeport this morning. Kind of funny. It took us 4 hours to get back. It only took me an hour to get to Mammoth on the highway. That is the joy of the BDR. So we made it to Bridgeport. We just tried one RV park that has tent camping and it's full. So this one also has tent camping, I know, because I looked it up this morning. But if this is no dice, we might have to get a hotel. I don't know. We shall see.
We're here at Bridgeport, getting a burger at the barn. Rumor has it they were just about to close, and then we all pulled up, but I already ordered, so burger, fries, soda. Earned it today, boys. How was your ride today, Jeff?
It was way better than I thought it was going to be after watching the other videos.
That's cool, way good.
Yeah.
Better than the alternative. What you eating there, Ian?
California burrito, the chicken.
Why is it bigger than your head?
It was bigger than my head. It's child size,
Oh.
so it's the size of a small child.
Literally.
Dinner's ready.
This is home for the night. Site 22. There is a little fence. That will help a bit. That will help immensely with the wind. Not much of a sight though.
Ian knocked my camera over because he was jealous about how much better at setting up tents I am than him.
This is how we sabotage each other.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't want your video to get more views.
We're so competitive.
yeah, that's how it works. That was a good day. I had it sort of hoped we would get farther, but it worked out perfectly to get, like, maximize the daylight, got to eat real food, and then set up before it gets dark, found a camp place, all good. So I've never camped in an RV park before. People sometimes are like, why are you camping in a campground or a terrible place? And it's like, this is a camp to ride trip. Like, this is just where we sleep. It doesn't have to be great. It just has to be available. And having a flush toilet and a shower available doesn't hurt. Again, big thank you to Flying Eyes for sponsoring day 1 of this trip. Everyone, these are my Flying Eyes glasses, actually. Yeah, I brought them because they're my best glasses I like the most. And I don't worry about breaking them in my bag when I drop my bike. But tomorrow, section 2, and I assume part of section 3 at least, because we only had half a day today and we did 150 miles, so this group can move pretty quick as long as the terrain's not too awful. So looking forward to it. I know the first thing we have tomorrow is a weird reroute because the highway's closed, and so we'll figure that out in the morning. But for now, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you for watching. Thanks for coming along. I'll see you first thing in the morning. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss part 2 of this series. Make sure you're subscribed to Ian Big Rock Moto and Jeff ADV Agenda. But for them and for me, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. And please do not forget to be excellent to each other.
Excellent.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent.
Next time on Dork in the Road.
We're gonna take the bypass around to Topaz Lake, back on the dirt. I don't think stopping here and then continuing is smart, just because we have limited time. There is a view over here.